Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see the 6 formulas you must know in Excel. So as a beginner, we should know these 6 formulas in Excel. So the first one is the sum, the second one the SUMIF, the third one max, that is maximum, the fourth one that is min for minimum, the fifth one is average, and the sixth one is drop down. So let us go through each and every formula one by one. So the first one is sum. So as the name says, the sum is used to add the numeric values, right? Here I have some data, right, of some students and their scored marks, right? Now we have to find the total of the 4 subjects, right? So there are two ways to find the sum. I'll do the both steps. Okay, so the first one is adding each and every subject's marks one by one. So in Excel, whenever we write a formula, the formula starts with is equal to symbol, is equal to, right? So then I want to add the marks of these 4 subjects, right? So what I'll do, I'll select this. You can see the cell address has been popped up here, right? Then I want to add it, so I'll write plus second subject, third subject, fourth subject, right? Whenever you press enter, you will get the total marks, right? So we have added B2, that is subject 1's mark, C2 subject 2's mark, D2 subject 3's mark, E2 that is subject 4's mark, right? So this is possible only when you have some or minimum numbers, right? Here we have only 4 subjects, so it was feasible, right? What if I had 100 subjects mark here? How to add those 100 subjects mark, right? For that we use the sum function. Okay, we use the sum function. So how to write the sum function? So I'll show you here. We'll start with the is equal to symbol, then let us write sum. Within the bracket you will have to give the range. Okay, so from where to where you want to add, right? So for that what I'll do is I'll select and drag, bracket close, enter. So this is the total of person number 2 and their 4 subjects total, right? So if I do it here, you can see the sum here as well. So towards your bottom right corner, the sum is displayed. How many marks, right? So even the average is displayed here, correct? So this is of sum, the formula sum. I'll drag it. As you can see, automatically the sum has come, right? So even I'll drag it upwards. So you can see it was 232 when I dragged it. It is now 232 only, right? So we learned 2 steps or 2 methods to add. First one using the function, the second one without using the function, right? So the next one is average, right? So the next one is average. So we have found the total here, right? Usually what is average? Total divided by the number of subjects, right? That is equal to total divided by 4, right? This is method number 1. So the method number 2 is using the average function, that is equal to average is equal to average bracket open. So here you will have to give the numbers or the range of numbers, right? I have given the range of numbers. Whenever I press enter, the average marks is 74, right? 74. So what I'll do, I'll drag this upwards. So we have learned to find the average with two methods. The first one is using the average function. The second one is without using the average function, right? The third one is max, right? The third one is max. Max is nothing but to find the maximum of the given number, right? So it is used to find the maximum of the given number. So how to do that? For that, we'll write is equal to max. Within the bracket we will give the criteria or the range of marks. So I want to find who has scored the maximum number of marks in subject 1. So I have written is equal to max of the range, right? Enter. So you can see the maximum marks is 85. By looking at this, we can easily say that 85 is the maximum mark in this subject, right? So how to do that? Is equal to max of max bracket open the range, right? Bracket close, enter. You can see the maximum marks here, right? So the maximum mark is 95 here, isn't it? 41, 95, 45, 55, 56. So the 95 is the maximum mark here, right? I'll drag it, correct? Even here we have found out that 74% is the maximum percentage, right? So 58%, 74%, 60%, 67%, 43%. This is nothing but the average, right? 74 percentage is the highest percentage here, right? So even the total, that is 296, right? 296 is the maximum highest marks, right? Then comes the minimum, right? So minimum is same, but we change the function from max to min here, that is equal to min, that is minimum the range. So by looking at it, we can easily say that the minimum marks is 32, right? So here we have only 5 records, so we can easily say, what if we had 100 records? So finding the maximum marks and minimum marks at that point of time is difficult, right? So enter. So the minimum mark is 32, right? Out of these 5 marks, so 32 is the minimum mark, right? We'll write it again, is equal to minimum of bracket open, give the range, bracket close, enter. That is 41. Yes, 41 is the minimum number here. 45 was there, but 41 is lesser than 45, right? Let us drag it. Even here the minimum percentage is 43.5, right? So the minimum percentage is here 43.5, right? So we have gone through the sum, average, max and min, right? Now let us go to the sum if. So we have already gone through the sum here. So sum if in the sense adding some numbers with the given condition, right? With the given condition. So how to do that? So now here I want to see how many sales have happened in mobile product, right? So how many mobiles have been sold, right? So first 24 mobiles were sold, Next 15 mobiles were sold, right? Here we have only 6 products or 6 data, right? So it was easy for me to simply look and see, right? So 40 sales were done, right? What if I had around 100 to 200 sales or 100 to 200 datas were there, right? So what I'll do, I'll write is equal to, instead of sum I'll write sum if, bracket open, sum if, then I will give the range from where to where it has to check, right? From here to here my sum if has to check, right? Then comma, then I will have to give the condition of which product we want the sum, right? Now I want the sum of mobile product, okay? I want the sum of mobile product from here to here, right? Then comes the range, right? Some range from where to where it has to add or look, right? So I will give the range here, bracket close, enter. You can see 40 here, right? You can see 40 here. 25 plus 15, that is 40, right? So I will again write for the laptop, okay, is equal to sum if, bracket open, I will give the range. The range is the whole table, okay? The range is whole table. You can also include the heading. I have not included, but if you need, you can also include the headings here. So I will select the table. Then comes which product, right? So I will select laptop. Then from where to where it has to add, right? So I will select from the first sale till the last sale, bracket close, enter, right? Bracket close, enter. So the laptops were sold, 16 laptops were told according to this formula. Let's check here. So laptop, 10 laptops, then one more time we have sold the laptop, and that is 6 laptops. So 10 plus 6, that is 16, right? That is 16. So I hope you have understood the sum if. Then comes the drop down. So in some of the web forms and Google forms, you might have seen the drop down lists. Whenever you click that list, so one list will be popped down, right? So how to do that, right? How to do that? So for that, select a cell where you want to create a drop down list. Then in ribbon, go to the data tab. After that, go to the data tool group. Go to the data tool group, which is in data tab. Then select data validation. Once you select the data validation, so it will give you a message box, or it will pop out a window in which you will have to select the validation criteria. By default it will be any value, so click the arrow button there. So this is an example for drop down, right? So whenever you click arrow there, one list will come out, right? So that list will be having n number of records, right? So in this drop down, select the list. So once you select the list, these two will be checked, okay? These two checkbox will be checked. Do not, if you want you can uncheck it. So I will not uncheck it, okay? Then it will ask you for the source. So which and all items has to be added, right? So what I'll do, I'll select this arrow, the source button here. Once I do that, I will select the source here, right? So I have selected the source and I will press OK. Now you can see, right, here one uh, arrow mark has come, right? If you click that, all the products which you had selected, right, I had selected this, you can see the same list has been come here, right? If I select laptop, laptop will come, right? So here I will again write is equal to sum f of the range. Instead of selecting the product here, I will select it here, that is C2, right? Then I will change, or I will give the sum range, that is this one, bracket close, enter. So now it is checking for the laptop. If I change it to the mobile, you can see here, right? So it has automatically added the sales of the mobile phones, right? 25 plus 15. So if I change from mobile to charger, you can see 30, because we had sold charger only once, and that is 30 chargers at a time, right? If I select mobile, if I select mobile, you can see 40. If I select laptop, 16, right? So we have successfully created a drop down list. So how to create a drop down list? Select a cell in which you want the drop down list. I'll select this cell. So after selecting the cell, go to the data uh, tab, right? Data tab, and then go to the data validation, which is in data tools group, right? Then select the validation criteria to list, then select the source. I will select this source now. Go back to this, press OK. Now you can see the drop down list, right? So the drop down list will be created in whichever cell you have selected, right? So in this session we have gone through the sum formula or the sum function, average function, maximum, minimum, sumif, and drop down, right? So if you have seen this video till now, like the video, share share the video, subscribe to our channel, and comment down below.